Good evening and welcome to Monday Night Politics Meet the Candidates, presented by the Dallas Examiner. I'm Molly Finch Belt, publisher of the Dallas Examiner. The Dallas Examiner has presented Monday Night Politics for over 12 consecutive years prior to elections. The Dallas Examiner does not endorse candidates. We seek to inform the community so that when they go to the polls, they are informed voters. All candidates who provide their email addresses on their applications when they file for office are invited to participate in Monday Night Politics. Monday Night Politics is not a debate, it's a forum designed to inform the community about the candidates' qualifications, their platform, etc. We could not present Monday Night Politics without our sponsors, who are nonprofit organizations, and they do not endorse either. In addition to Monday Night Politics, our website, www.dallasexaminer.com, has a section for voter education. Here you'll find current information about voting. Visit www.dallasexaminer.com. I would be remiss if I didn't mention two people who have worked with Monday Night Politics Meet the Candidates behind the scenes for over 12 years. The first person is Robin Jimenez, Vice President of Production and Editorial at the Dallas Examiner. The other person is Christy Thomas, Monday Night Politics Advisory Committee. We are happy tonight to have as our moderator Charles O'Neill. Charles is president of the Texas Association of African American Chambers of Commerce, and he was the first editor for the Dallas Examiner when the newspaper was founded by my father in 1986. Thank you for attending the forum tonight.
And good evening and welcome to this President's Day edition of Monday Night Politics, brought to you by the Dallas Examiner newspaper. As was explained to you earlier, this is a forum through which we hope to enlighten or educate or in some cases entertain our constituents or your constituents. And so what we want to do as best we can as we go through these races today, we want to make sure that you use your time to say something about yourself and your candidacy, but also to help us educate constituents on just what it is that you're running for. And so tonight we have with us tonight Ms. Maria Aceves. She is a candidate for a district judge, 192nd Judicial District. So you have two minutes for your opening statements, then we'll have some questions that'll be easy to answer. Okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Good afternoon. Good evening. My name is Maria Aceves, and I'm running for the 192nd Civil District Court. This is an open bench. Justice Craig Smith was on this bench before, and he went up on the Court of Appeals in 2020. And so after consulting with several of our civil judges, some of who are personal mentors of mine, they motivated me to run for this open bench. A little bit about me: I was born in Mexico City, moved to the US when I was 2.5 years old. I've been in the Dallas-Fort Worth area since I was 12, went to SMU for undergrad, SMU for law school, and then I interned and I worked for one of our civil district court judges here in Dallas County. For the past 9 years, I've been a civil litigator, and most recently I've had my own firm representing injured individuals and their families. Due to my hard work and dedication to my clients, I have been named one of D Magazine's Best Lawyers Under 40. I have been recognized by the Texas Super Lawyers as a rising star, and I have been recognized by the National Trial Lawyers. I'm running on a platform of fairness, access, and efficiency. In terms of fairness, I have done both sides of the aisle, both plaintiff and defense, and I believe that gives me a unique perspective to be a fair and impartial jurist. In terms of access, I would love to provide access to our courts via remote technology, as well as institute internship programs for our youth, and so that our youth has the opportunity to learn about our courts. I also would like to institute programs to partner with legal aid for individuals that are not represented, our pro se individuals, so that they have the proper representation in our courts. And lastly, in terms of efficiency, I want to keep our docket moving and make sure that your taxpayer money is being put to good use. And so I promise to make rulings, I promise to keep our dockets moving so that we can have an efficient justice system. Thank you so much.
And thank you, and you may stay there.
sir.
We've, in other forums, we've had county courts at law, county criminal court at law, district courts. Just kind of give us an idea, just what is the 192nd Judicial District?
Thank you for that question. So this is a civil court. In Dallas, our courts are split up by criminal, civil, probate, and so this is a civil court. We only see civil matters. That means we're going to see cases, anything ranging from a motor vehicle accident to commercial litigation, a business dispute, a contract dispute, anything having to do with people's money, essentially. And so it's very different, it's very specialized, and so I was actually the only candidate in this race that was found to be qualified for the Committee for a Qualified Judiciary, which is a nonpartisan organization which is made up of attorneys and community leaders that vet the candidates and ask them about their litigation experience, their trial experience. It's a very rigorous process, and so I was found to be qualified for this civil bench in civil litigation.
Okay. And you mentioned some programs that you'd like to see that maybe don't exist in the court now. Kind of expand on that for us.
Absolutely. So the first one I talked about was remote technology and instituting remote technology. A lot of times it's hard for our litigants to come down to the courthouse, so if there's a hearing, I would love to use remote technology. I know some of our courts have been using it during the pandemic, and I think it's very convenient, and it's an easy way for people to be able to access the courthouse without having to miss work. It just makes it more accessible. Also, internships. I had the opportunity to intern with one of our civil district courts here in Dallas County, and that experience was invaluable to me once I became a litigator. It truly allowed me to be well-versed in the area of civil litigation, and so I would love to partner with law schools as well as DISD schools to help our high schoolers and our law students have opportunities for internships. And then lastly, we have a lot of litigants that show up before the court that are unrepresented, they're pro se. And so I would love to partner with organizations like Legal Aid so that the people that show up are able to have pro bono representation from these legal organizations.
Now that wasn't one of the questions I had planned to ask, but how often does that happen, that somebody just necessarily shows up, I would imagine, but pro se?
Yes, so it does happen. It does happen quite a bit, and I will say that a good portion of our pro se litigants are also Spanish speaking, and so they find it very difficult to communicate with the court, and they find that there isn't accessibility. So I think that me being bilingual would allow a lot of these pro litigants to feel like they have that accessibility to the court, but we do have quite a bit of pro se litigants that come before the court.
Man. We've also asked in other races, other judicial races, I'm sure you're aware that in the last legislative session, there was some pretty serious attempts at changing the way Texas either elects or appoints judges. Do you have let's hear your opinion on whether judges should be elected or appointed.
Yes, I do. I think judges should be elected. I think the constituents and the people of Dallas are the best people to know who should be in those positions representing their interests, and so I definitely think that judges should be elected and that the voters should have an opportunity to elect their judges.
Very good, very good. So 2 minutes for our closing statement, and it's all yours.
Thank you so much. Thank you for this opportunity. It's been a pleasure. Again, my name is Maria Aceves. I'm running for the 192nd Civil District Court. I'm running for this bench because I believe I can bring fairness, access, and efficiency to this court. Additionally, I've been endorsed by a lot of our community leaders. I've been endorsed by State Senator Royce West, Commissioner John Wiley Price, Commissioner Dr. Elba Garcia, State Representative Victoria Niave Criado, State Representative Rafael Anchia, State Representative Julie Johnson, and numerous other elected officials, as well as been endorsed by every single Democratic club in Dallas County by a margin of 80% or higher. And so I want to have this opportunity to be able to serve you, please hold me accountable. We are elected officials and we work for you, the people of Dallas County. And so if I have this opportunity, like I said, I'll bring fairness, access, and efficiency. Thank you so much.
And thank you so much, Ms. Maria Aceves, candidate for 192nd Civil District Court,
Yes.
right? Thank you so much, right? We'll have a short break. We'll have next our candidate for Criminal District Judge, Dallas County, number 6.